Sports, Northern Colorado. It's Poudre School District High School Volleyball. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil. Fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins. Everything cars made easy. And by FirstBank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. FirstBank, banking for good. And now for the play-by-play, here's Samantha Miller and Cody McCoy.
Welcome to Poudre School District Athletics. Tonight live on Stream It Sports from beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. We're at Poudre High School where the Impalas are hosting the Boulder Panthers in girls varsity volleyball action. Hello everybody, I'm David Haase along with Randy McCoy tonight. We're in substitute of Samantha Miller and Cody McCoy. And we're going to have a big conference game tonight along with senior night for the Poudre Impalas, Randy. And the gym's starting to fill up and it's going to be a big night here at the house.
Yeah, we've got lots going on, and we had a time change here on the game because they had parent-teacher conference today, and they've only got one gym, so, you know, everything's got to go on here.
Well, and they're a busy place all the way around. We know that. We saw the JV game go on. The girls have all warmed up here. We're going to start tonight here with our national anthem, and we're going to have one of the Poudre players sing that for us, Lexi Drager. So sophomore Lexi Drager sets the tone. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, she killed it there, didn't she?
Yeah, and she goes right back over to the bench. That's a pretty good combination. Puts the student athlete part of it all up front, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and she does a great job.
As we talked about, it is senior night tonight. There are 8 seniors on this Impala varsity team, and you know, they get to play all the way through, Randy, as they do. They start with club teams, and the competition goes and goes and goes, and right now a chance to honor them. Pretty much whatever happens, starting off there. And I'll try to get out of the way. It's going to be tough to pick up the PA, but we'll let you just take that in. Congratulations to the seniors. Next is Moana Sargent. And we know she's wearing number 20, but in our volleyball rosters for tonight, she's number 6. So
20 minus 14.
Yeah. Next up is Haley Johnson, number 3. Number 7, Kaylee Morgan, next senior out. I was talking earlier, Randy, how the high school sports, your connection by the time you're a senior to your varsity coach is a pretty special thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why you coach. That's why you get involved in stuff like this.
Next one is Sammy Alexander.
You know, you get to senior night and, you know, it really doesn't matter how successful your program's been or anything like that.
Not at all.
Poudre is on the rise. They've had a couple of rough years, but they're on the rise this year.
Yep.
And so these seniors can be proud that they were part of that team that has brought them back into winning some games.
Yep, look forward to some of these same athletes, too, playing basketball here in a few weeks.
Yep, they will. Poudre, a very close-knit community out here in northwest Fort Collins.
Number 1, Cheyenne Dibby. She leads the team in aces, too, 26. So when the match starts, I'm sure that'll be apparent.
Yeah, and that's a pretty high number
yeah.
for the conference, too. I'd like to see where she ranks in the conference. Might look that up, but folks, I know we've said it before, but the volleyball in Fort Collins is outstanding this year.
Yeah.
Poudre,
3 teams in the top 10, and Poudre losing to those 3 teams is not.
Yeah.
That's tough to say.
Yeah.
Number 9, Chloe Matsuda. Libero, you can tell by that jersey she's wearing. 165 digs. She's a baseball player, says she gets dirty. She hits the floor a lot. She's just one of those athletes that brings it all in.
Elsa will be a big part of the basketball team, too, this year.
Number 16 leads the team with 29 kills. If you're familiar at all with Poudre athletics, you can also know that the Berkner's got an older sister that played volleyball, outstanding basketball player, too. And one thing we'd like to announce, one of our sponsors tonight, Schrader Oil, giving us a sponsored card, a $10 gift card. Each one of those seniors gets one of those, along with the number of the gifts they got. So thanks to our sponsor, Schrader Oil.
Yes, thank you so much. And been a great sponsor. And congratulations to Athletic Director Kendall Wilson.
Yep. A lot to do on her plate.
Yeah, she's quiet and steady.
Well, and one of the nice things about it, you see the Boulder athletes are back out on the court there, and everybody knows this is what goes on, so they are patiently waiting.
And they'll have their time back at
Boulder High School.
Boulder High School.
So we'll be starting a little later than we expected. It's 7:23, and we'll get that early tip-off like we were hoping, but that's part of high school sports.
At least it is tonight.
Yes, it is. But it does change things. Now these girls are going to have to go back from being celebrating. They got to get your game face on.
Yeah, and these student athletes, especially in Boulder, it's going to be a late night for them. They're going to be, this will probably be an hour and a half, 2-hour match.
Yeah,
it's 9:30, 10. They're going to be getting home about 11 o'clock probably.
If they're lucky.
Yeah, and you see the girls hugging, stuff like that, but you're right. Now they have to
transition. Transition mentally to the game. So Ava Ross, we're starting with the Boulder Panthers roster. Claire Mahon, number 2. Number 3 is Layla Esri. May do the. And they went through the wrong numbers there. There we go. Their varsity team, number 1, Kaylee Reagan. Number 2, Elena De La Paz. Number 3, Nicole Williams. Number 4 is Cecily Quinn. 5 is Abby Ashbacker. Number 6, Hannah Bagley. Number 7, Cassie Stoffer. Number 8, Gabby Rucker. Number 10 is Zoe Corbus. Number 15, Fiona Quinn. Number 12, Georgia Daly. Number 13 is Lena Frank. Number 14, Claire Boyle. Number 15, Alice Hand. And number 16, Ann Maytubby. And I hope I got number 15's number right, because that's not on my varsity roster, but we'll play them as we can and catch up. And for the home team, Poudre, Cheyenne Doobie, number 1. Lexi Drager, sophomore. We saw her sing the national anthem here a bit ago. Number 3, Haley Johnson, the senior. Number 4, Susie Cordova, sophomore. Number 5, and that's, I've got to make sure I got that right there. I think that's Shelby Sinclair, the
freshman.
Freshman, yep. 6, Moana Sargent. 7, Kaylee Morgan. Number 8, Libby Couture. Number 9, Chloe Matsuda. Number 10, Mackenzie Stringer. 12, and we've got, make sure I got 12 right too, because I missed on that one. Abby Haynes. Number 15, Sammy Alexander. Number 14, Elsa Berkner, number 16. And they're doing this faster than I keep up and try to make sure I've got JV kids up there, Randy. That's just, and number 20 is Moana Sargent. And Thea Herrick, number 6. So
one thing they do different in volleyball, they introduce the whole team.
Yeah, and they got JV kids up with different numbers, and it's a moving target. We apologize for that.
Yeah, so if you're listening, it's not by intent that we...
No.
But Unfortunately, we come in and do these broadcasts, but schools aren't really set up with a press team and stuff to give you. We get a roster just like you do, and we talk to the coach and see if there's any changes, and that's about it. So we're ready for some volleyball tonight.
You bet. Poudre comes in 8-13, 2-8 in the conference. We talked about the conference, so when you got three teams here in town, you play a couple times in the top 10. A lot of good volleyball here locally. I mean, top-level volleyball. Boulder comes in at 10-11, 3-7 in the conference, too. They're same issue in the conference. They're playing pretty good Rocky, Fossil, and Collins teams. And Rocky and Fossil is no surprise. Fossil defending state champ. Rocky with 2 Division I players. But Collins, what a great story they've been this year.
Yeah, been an awesome story. And we just saw Rocky last week, and I'll tell you what, that Dotson young lady is a impressive athlete.
Yep.
She was dominant when she wanted to be, and she played hard the whole time. Even though they beat Legacy handily, she stayed motivated the whole game, and a lot of times that can be hard.
Oh, yeah. Lead by example. So Boulder, as the visiting team, they will start with the serve. Kaylee Reagan back, number 1. Matsuda, as we talked about, the libero, should get a lot of the digs. Shot right away.
Wow.
Down the line. Fired it. That had some pace on it.
Yeah, and that's
Sammy Alexander, number 18. The senior. We talk about you get all that emotion and everything built up just from the start of senior night. So how these gals come out and compete afterwards. Berkner now back to serve. And speaking of emotion, just a little amped up.
Yeah, they give it right back, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, good ace.
Yeah. Nails it.
You know, Boulder with the 10-11 record, they've got some motivation here to get up to 500.
You're right. No, that's a milestone for the season for sure. Zoe Corbus, number 10, back to libero to serve. And a good decision there too. So long on the serve, point back to the Impalas. They all tied up at 2 here. Matsuda to serve. So not a good start either team right now. Kind of that delayed start. The mental part, you warmed up and then you take a 15-minute break. Kind of shows. Substitutions by Coach Radican from Boulder. Up to the net. Nice job of trying to get to it, but can't pull it away from the cords. Point over to the Panthers.
Right now the Panthers look a little more organized.
Yeah. A little hard turn on that one.
Yeah, and it's a good setup, good play call.
Yep. Number 3, Williams there. I can tell she won't miss Williams. She leads the team in kills with 126. Also has 62 aces of her own for the season. She's just a strong outside hitter there, but just mistimed it. Middle block, shot right to the side. Found the corner. So Boulder out to a quick 5-3. The runs you can get in volleyball, it doesn't have to be all on offense. You get the defensive mistakes for your points too, can't you?
Yeah, it's a very interesting game. We've seen a couple of different games that maybe we didn't pay much attention to. We were growing up. We'll talk about that after this rally. And
big swing at that, a little high. Caught it
Great rally.
That's going to be a catch and a throw. Yep. A carry.
You know, talking about different game, volleyball was not the deal it is now. When we were in high school and lacrosse, and you know, we've broadcast these games. There's some really, really good athletes playing these sports.
Yep.
And you know, they weren't traditional when we were growing up, but they will be for our kids and grandkids. And
as high as that ball carried there, you can see with the state of Colorado flag, that was in. Shot right back to the corner. So right now, Boulder working both corners on the long crosses on the kill shots, and they're paying off. Both the American flag and the Colorado state flag are in play there. That's twice the balls just barely missed them.
Yeah, Boulder looks a little more focused so far, which you would expect after the festivities.
Williams, hard serve. That was just smoked.
Yeah, that was. Again, Boulder's the kind of team that's, you know, close to Poudre in record, that Poudre ought to be able to withstand this and, you know, come back and.
Yep.
Some teams you can't have a start like that, and
boy, just another dominant serve. That's just tough to handle. I mean, just went down hard for it. I mean, Haley Johnson, she got down near the floor, but it's just that sinking so fast. You know, you'll think about a volleyball, but it'll knuckle and dive away from you, and much more than just getting in front of it. Outside set to Berkner, hammers it down. That'll turn the corner.
Yeah, and a great placement, nobody over in the corner.
Yeah, and a wonderful set from the middle there, too. She was cruising from the outside and hammering it down. 8-5 now, Boulder leads, though. Morgan's back to serve. And off the block.
Been some heat on some serves so far.
Yes, there really has been. So down in off the block, 9-5 now. Boulder back to serve. Goes to the net. A little disagreement. Coach Hunter's like trying to figure out how's that call made.
Yeah, it looked to me like
it was
Boulder was in the net, but
well, and kind of on top of it too. I thought because I was agreeing with Lexi Drager. She was up on it trying to get it, and the Boulder player forced it down over into the net.
Whatever they said, Coach Hunter was okay with it. So.
For a second.
Yeah. Of course, me and you would know.
No, yeah.
You're gonna have to be okay with it because it ain't gonna change.
Yeah. Good decision by Berkner there just to get it over. A little forward from a striking position. Oh, great job by Johnson on the dig.
What a rally. What a block.
Yeah. Berkner got to it, but still blocked it out. Yeah, it did go out of bounds, came across. She anticipated it because the ball was carried a little too far. So they advantage to the Panthers there, and the block just didn't put it on their side. So 11-5, quick 6-point lead now for Boulder here in the first set. Match just started here, senior night at Poudre High School. And that was the old, I'm going to hit it one way, and I changed and didn't have the footwork.
Yeah, and
it's so common in so many sports. So a timeout here on the court. We'll be right back. You're watching Streaming Sports.
Who wants more peas?
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads.
Go away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Choose selfie. No. Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Then picture.
Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
Faster. Go faster.
The FirstBank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
We're back here 12-5 in the first set. Boulder's come out and really been focused, David, and the have really been able to place their kill shots and everything. They've just
and they've had the points in the net too. I think the last 3 in a row have all gone their way. On the serve, deep handle by Johnson. Trying to set up Berkner on the outside. Big swing. Just a little too hot to handle. Boy, she shows that athleticism, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's, the timing of jumping and hitting the ball at the peak of your jump, and then not only hitting it, but then hitting it where you want to and with the speed that you want to.
Yep. Substitution. Doobie back in for Sargent.
And
great decision.
Yeah, that was good.
So out, couple quick points.
Speaking of hitting it where you want to, it was Samantha Miller's. I hear she was a beast on
that was it. Nope, been a volleyball season ticket holder a long time. Oh, just barely long at CSU. And Samantha, back in the day, as Samantha Peters, the Cherry Creek product, so just came up by 25 and dominated the Mountain West. All Mountain West Player of the Year as a senior, and a regional honoree too. Just a dominant player for Coach Hilbert's.
Led her high school team to a state championship too, Cherry Creek.
Oh, great hands there. Doobie just saw that the opening was there, just carried it on over. And we're proud to have Sam when she joined us a couple years ago and quickly became the expert we expected and got us out of the way. We're happy to be here tonight, though. Senior night at Poudre High School. Berkner on the serve. Poudre needs to cut it into this lead with that little point there. Just get a couple mistakes their way. Cut it down to 4 now.
Sam and I were talking about the pressure that Foster Ridge feels, trying to be a repeat state champion.
Yep. It's in. Everybody a little too close. Nice job of taking the ball if they had it, didn't they? It was right there, and Alexander, she just took care of it, drops it. So nice little rally, cut the lead to 3. Berkner still back serving. Another one right at the net. In the net on the violation on the Panthers. So point to the Impalas and a timeout taken by the Panthers. We'll take one too. Panthers do lead 13-11. We're watching Streaming Sports.
This life, it isn't for everyone. It's not for the modest, the cautious, the faint of heart. It's for the dauntless, the determined. This life, it isn't just a craft or another career. It's a calling.
Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2017 Toyota Tundra, or get $1,750 cash back.
Toyota, let's go places.
Yeah.
And we're back here, 13-11. After the timeout, Poudre comes out and really does exactly what the coach would want. They went on a run.
Scored 6 out of the 8 points available there and narrowed it down. Berkner still to serve. Her serve's been tough to handle, and a carry. Coach Radican for the Panthers is trying to ask for an explanation, but it was just a quick little carry over, not a hit.
Kind of a judgment call, isn't it?
It's so hard to tell. I mean, and that's why you got the up judge, the down judge, and they're serving, and they shouldn't have been serving. They weren't. The officials were still talking. Berkner's back there. Give it to me. I'm hot. Keep firing away. 1 point away from tying. Here tonight in the first set at Poudre High School. Thanks for tuning in. And just an arcing serve. She ties it up. It's like a shooter. You want the ball back right away.
Right. It's called a heat check, isn't it?
Yep. Going to keep firing away. And she's back there right now, dominant from the line. Hammering serves away, and Boulder not really having an answer on a play. No rallies on their side of the net. And it just takes that little bit of confidence issue. I got it, you take it. Tipped, point again for the Impalas. They got a lead.
Well, it's a decision there. You have to either, decide that it's going to go out or try to hit it, and it was kind of an in-betweener, and that was a good decision.
Yeah, that time it's your shoulder height, it's still coming at you. Let her go. But a great run there to tie everything back up, 14 all. The Impalas Libero back now, number 10 is Corbus for the Panthers to serve.
We knew this was going to be a competitive match.
Wow, what a great touch. Right on the line. Libby Couture, 75 kills on the year, adding to that, but boy, not only the direction, but the touch, wasn't it? She didn't take the full swing, just placed it. Matsuda now back on the serve again. Great effort by Berkner, though. Ball just set a little too far back. Couldn't reach to give it an angle and bring it back to play. 15 all now.
Good student crowd tonight for
sure. I know.
From Boulder.
Yep. Quite a few kids here.
Wouldn't expect many from Boulder. That's quite a pretty
that's
good drive.
Yep. Several of their parents made it up there, but for those of you from Boulder watching tonight on Streaming Sports, thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank Boco Preps and Brad for retweeting our link to the Boulder crowd. That's how we primarily get our information out on our games. So
Alexander there with the shot, gets to the floor.
If you want to know about our schedule, we do about 60 games. And we're doing Windsor as well, so about 80 broadcasts. You can go to NoCo Broadcast, at NoCo Broadcast, Twitter, and that's, or at Streaming Sports as well.
That was going to be a double touch or a lift. Drager back to serve again. 17-16 now Impalas. Point here, given their first 2-point lead, I believe, Randy. I don't think they got more than the one early in the set. So right now, Boulder's kind of gotten out of sync, haven't they?
Well, as focused as they were before the timeout, they've been equally as not focused
gone
after
away.
the timeout.
Yeah. 18,
and I
16.
can relate.
Oh, yeah. And Drager just firing serves.
That's a great, whoa.
Wow, what a cross-court kill there. In. Coach Hunter rightly just applauds, say he can't do anything about that. Next point coming up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Yeah. Bagley back on the service for the Panthers. Don't think really Berkner was quite ready for that to be set to her. Blocked right at the top. Oh, and a great job on the follow-up too.
And you know, you can see a grit out of Poudre. And again, you know, the competition they play up here, and I know Boulder probably plays all those same teams, but.
Well, but they're competing year-round with them.
Yeah, and you can kind of see that in Poudre and some of the things they do. They're aggressive.
Well, Morgan's and Sargent there on the block, and Morgan's does lead the team in blocks, but not only she was athletically ready to make the next play and got the kill at the net on the short ball. And just out. Haley Johnson recognizing that was going to go wide. 2018 Impalas. Morgan's back on the service now. And that goes just wide. So serving percentage tonight is not stellar here in this first set for either team. And just to reinforce that,
serving seems to be hot and cold.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and other than Berkner for the Impalas, who single-handedly behind the line brought him back into this set. I don't think anybody's been back here for more than two. Doobie back. Shot straight down the middle. Big set. Nice job, Matsuda on the block up. Just the judgment on whether or not it was going to get to the net or not. Short. So point over to the Panthers. Set outside for Alexander, but just a little too far. Didn't get a clean set on it herself.
The hand-eye coordination that's required to do that is
that's a difficult athletic
intense.
move. Yes,
yeah.
It is. Johnson trying to make it back for that one. They're just a little hot on the serve there for Matsuda to get going forward.
Boulder making a little run here. And,
back to 22-21, they're leading. So timeout for the Impalas on the court. You're watching Streaming Sports.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
We're back here now. Both teams breaking from the timeout. Kaylee Reagan for the Panthers back to serve, just like the start of the game. However, now late in this first set, 22-21. Every point can't let many go away here if you're the Impalas. They're down by one. Set to the outside. Alexander high in the air, but a block at the net, and there's a catch and a carry. So, point, we're all tied at 22. Alexander, that totally made up for that last one where she settled from the line there. And a quick extra point wide on the set, so Impalas 23-22, just 2 points away from the set victory. And it'd be quite the rally. Down with the timeout. We'll just keep it here, Randy. We get another chance for a Poudre football game tomorrow night. And what a year they're having. We talked about the statistics that JT Erickson's putting up, well over 1,000 yards for the year and up to, I don't know if he's at 19 or 20 touchdowns, but that team is ready to roll and looking to get into the playoffs.
Well, had a great game last Saturday versus Legend, winning in the last few minutes. And so look forward to seeing them again.
Well, and I look forward to that senior leadership now starting to really come at the end of the season for them. They've got a lot of guys that played together a lot of years.
Lakewood is who they play. Lakewood, a powerhouse from Denver,
no,
really.
You're exactly right.
Yearly powerhouse. So
Berkner back there to serve, who you'd want to have to finish this set off. Returned over by the Panthers. Shot. Blocked. Alexander at the net. Oh, what a great effort there by Doobie just to go down and get that ball back in the air to play. Again, what a rally.
Who's going to make the mistake?
Blocked.
Oh, what
they got it over. I thought that was the fourth hit, but it wasn't. But that
pinpoint.
Sammy Alexander finishes it off, puts the Impalas 1 point away from the set. But what a fantastic rally. Best volleyball of the night. And all you can do is applaud both those teams there.
Well, and I like Coach Hunter out there. He's just out there applauding and smiling. And,
yep.
You get this time of the year, you are who you are as a team. And, boy, you love the little victories, don't you?
Strong serve. Oh, nice try, but a little too quick. I tell you what, there's something in the middle of the floor out here because the Impalas, those girls are slipping and falling often. I don't know if it's their sweat, it's wet or whatever it is, but they're having issues with footwear.
Well, they probably ought to sweep that thing.
It's very noticeable. Still rally point scoring here, and Alexander finishes off. Wow.
Boy, she found a corner, didn't she?
Yeah, and that's 3 times in a row, and she took advantage of that hole through there and just powered it through. 25-23 first set victory for the Impalas here on senior night. You're watching Stream It Sports. We'll be back.
This life, it isn't for everyone. It's not for the modest, the cautious, the faint of heart. It's for the dauntless, the determined. This life, it isn't just a craft or another career. It's a calling.
Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2017 Toyota Tundra, or get $1,750 cash back.
Toyota, let's go places.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to FirstBank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to FirstBank can help your business grow.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
We're back here, getting ready for the second set. What a first set, David.
Very competitive.
25-23, last two shots, just tremendous kills.
Sammy Alexander, yeah, finishing it off in style.
Yeah, both had heat on it, a lot of velocity, but I was most impressed with her ability to just get it right over there, right on the line.
Placement in the corner. So the Impalas start with the service here in the second set. Some of the service woes, both teams had them in that first set. Continue off the first point. 1-0 now. Panthers, they're back on serve. Kaylee Reagan. Thanks for tuning in tonight to Stream It Sports. Johnson has to place it back over. Now Stevens will just make sure it's in play.
Nice change of pace.
Yeah, exactly. And as you said, the set communication, that's so important. Cassie Stoker there shows the arm swing. It's like a changeup for a baseball pitcher, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I learned that from Samantha.
Into the net, short. Impalas quickly down 3-0 here. Panthers, after losing that first set, do want to set a trend. They want to get out fast. But long on the serve, so point back over the Impalas, and they'll have Berkner back serving, who is basically the star of that first set on the service side, wasn't she?
Yeah, she came up big in this senior night. Again, we're going to see her Poudre usually with a really strong girls basketball team too.
Make sure you get a chance to be out if you're at Schrader Oil or then that one's out. Pedersen Toyota of FirstBank. Thank them for being our sponsors. Thank them on Twitter, allowing us and helping us to bring you Poudre School District sports and all these athletes. And it's growing like crazy. If you'd like to be part of our broadcast, how would they get a hold of you, Randy?
R. McCoy at streamitsports.com. That's RMCCOY at streamitsports.com. We'll send you information on some of the packages we have, and opportunities will be contacting people as the point goes to Poudre, contacting businesses in November for the upcoming calendar year. So let us know.
Berkner, quick 4 points in a row. She's just rifling that ball across the net. And it just, both teams, the continuity is just not there for those runs, because now all of a sudden from 3-0, 5 straight for the Impalas.
But you know, the thing about volleyball is regardless of where you're at,
as soon as we
somebody's going to score a point.
Yeah, exactly.
It may not be pretty, but somebody's going to get a point out of it.
Yeah, well, and it just shows you your mistakes always count. You know, there's no do-overs, no hiding. Very right away results, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Set for the kill, big swing into the net. Dug, though, not enough to get out, but nice job by the Impalas to keep it alive with the chance. That was a great set high on the net there to the outside, and Bagley powered that home. And off the block. Yeah, we had a little. Okay. Coach Hunter, get out there. Yeah, we got the point right. Just as a hand signal, just a bit of a gesture error versus ball to the floor versus where it was out.
I had it right in the first place.
Yes, you did. Never a doubt. 6-5 Impala's lead. Matsuda on the serve. And hits the stanchion, so it's a point against. Point 4. Impala's 7-5.
Oh, should have let that go.
Yeah, it was one of those at the last second. He just didn't commit. Every athlete knows what that's like. 8-5 now Impalas.
Oh, wow. Dodgers have put an exclamation mark on that little series tonight, leading 9-1.
Cubs had their run. That was just a great placement there in the back by Bagley. Throws it clear to the far corner just on a touch. 8-6 though. Impalas still lead, but Panthers do get the service back.
Being a Cardinal fan, I'm fine if they win it every 108 years. I'm good with that.
Back set, swing again. I'll tell you what, not only did the set Sammy Alexander just, again, on that outside hitting, but boy, the back set to her was perfect, right up on the top of the tape, and she drilled it. Number 2, Lexi Drager back for the service. And Boulder right now is just not doing enough to keep themselves close. They haven't had a chance to score twice in a row since going out 3-0. 10-6. This could be a set that could get away from them really quickly the way Poudre's serving. And a big shot and a big swing on, just didn't get quite on top of the ball. Nicole Williams there in a good spot. Nice set back to her, but just couldn't get the ball down, could she?
No, and
I'm not certain what happened there. So there must have been an error. They're taking the point off the board. Somebody must have been in the net. I missed the call. I'm sorry on that, but
yeah, it looked like a point to Poudre.
Yeah, because the kill was 7-8 feet wide, but somebody must have been in the net, or maybe it was a tip.
And here comes Boulder.
Yeah. Quick reversal there and gets your back in at 10-8. They got a chance to cut it to 1. But now with a shot like that, Libby Couture, the junior, with 75 kills, as said earlier tonight, she's adding to it. 11-8.
I just love it when they can find the open spot on the court and hit to it.
Yeah, that's the skill set.
It's not random.
Block. Kaylee Morgan right at the net again. And not only, I mean, the athleticism to be able to go up there, but the timing is so imperative there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just good athleticism, man. That's out.
Yeah, try to put a little cut on it like you would a fastball or like I do with my driver at times.
Yeah. I typically cut wood.
Morgan took it deep, but nice job in the back by Bagley getting it forward.
I think that's called a free ball.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, another nice rally. Set. Berkner. Matsuda just got down to it. That's why she leads the team to dig. She will sacrifice her body. And nice thing, Coach Hunter down there to him. Great effort, applauding the effort. Almost made the play. 12-10 now. Impala's not able to pull away. They get out to 4, but then a couple quick ones back.
Well, as we said in the beginning, it's just two really evenly matched teams.
Set, tipped at the net. Oh, getting under it? Nope, not quite. Does get to the floor. Not for lack of effort by Johnson there, though. 12-11, point from tying it back up. Thought the point was going to go that time for the Impalas, but pushed. Back set to Berkner. So hitting it into outside out of bounds, so it took the point away. We're all tied at 12. Nice job at the net 2 or 3 times in a row now for the Panthers. They're starting to get that block timing back. Set, Berkner. That one she made sure of, didn't she?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Hammered it off the block out. So point again, lead for the Impalas. One to be back in now for Matsuda. Call was ruled in on the serve. It must have got the line. Morgan's second one goes in the net, so I think that kind of evened things up. Panthers back on service now. There was a substitution. I know Morgan's and Matsuda substituted. And there are some rules to substitution in volleyball that I still don't understand.
You got that right.
Right now, somewhere Samantha is shaking her head at us.
I think she's broadcasting a Bears game tonight. You didn't see it, didn't she?
Yep, nope. Superstar moving on.
Yeah, she's...
Doobie back now, 15-13 Impala's lead, looking to add to it. If they want to time to pull away, but a little too much on the serve. It's out and long. No one really can stand success here tonight, can they?
No, they can't.
Matsuda with the set back. Berkner just has to take it over. and it rolled up her arm. They're just trying to say it was a lift, so came off the net, a little tough. Coach Hunter said, yep, it did. Good call.
Got a football score for you I'll pass along to this point.
Reagan back on the serve again. That one's short.
Windsor football we're the broadcast partner with Windsor football. They're leading tonight 44-0. And not sure who they're playing, but I'll get that.
A running clock over there.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter at this point. You were over there last week, Dave, and
great atmosphere.
Got to see kind of the deal over there, huh?
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, it's fun to when we've got 4 schools in town. They're very all unique like that, but one town can focus on one school, and it really shows. They do a great job of packing that stadium and filling it in. Boy, when you want a point, go back to Alexander, huh?
Yeah. And
just get it to her on the outside. She breaks the tie, 17-16 Impalas.
You know, the first set was 25-23. This one's just staying right.
Yep.
Nip and tuck, nip and tuck.
If you get that 2 or 3 point run right now to give you that breathing room, Matsuda serves. Oh, nice job at the net by Morgans just to keep the ball in play with the block. What a point. Oh, great job by the Panthers there, keeping that ball alive and over. And Poudre just a little out of position, goes to the floor. We're tied at 17. Claire Boyle into serve now.
Boy, that ball was dipping, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little top spin on it, sinking. Outside, Begley, it's just a touch. Point, so back in the lead now for the Panthers for the first time in quite a while in this set.
Begley's long and lean, isn't she?
Yeah.
Good looking athlete.
And the body control around the net there too.
Can't handle success though, can they?
No, we're tied at 18. Yeah, serve percentages tonight are fairly low for what they've been for the season. But a big night and you get a little bit more amped up. Drager, Lexi Drager, sophomore in for the serve. Boy, that was just a great athletic dig there by Berkner. A tall player going that low that fast.
Wow.
They got to it, they just didn't finish it because Sargent and Morgans were right at the net, but the ball got into their arms and came down on their side, didn't it?
Yeah, that young lady's a free swinger though, isn't she?
Yeah, well, yeah, when you get the big long cut like Nicole Williams took there, that's tough to handle.
Whoa.
Elsa Berkner says, I'm just going to take hold of that one. That was self-defense on the other side.
No, I say, this old man don't want to get in front of that ball, I guarantee you.
That had some heat. We're tied at 19. Paula's on serve. And again, I think both coaches tonight, Radigan and Hunter, are just saying, just give me 3 in a row. 3 in a row something.
Well, what you got to be happy about, both teams are competing, and that's really, when you're coaching, that's really what you want. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but
not for lack of effort.
Yeah, make sure you give me everything you have. And that girl likes to hit.
Yeah. Another shot for Berkner here. That time in the corner.
Boy.
Down the line, in the corner. No chance for the Panthers there. Great shot. Tied at 20.
Right in the corner. Oh, ball on the floor.
Don't give them back their toy, just like home.
Fortunate that they didn't lose a point for that, but like we had last week when Rocky Mountain Band didn't get off the field.
The infamous Rocky Band incident. It's one of the all-timers. If you don't know what we're talking about, when we get a break, we'll explain it. Oh, nice touch play there. It's going to be point. Had to be a lift carry. The Rocky Mountain Band was on the field too long, weren't they?
Yeah, the beginning. You can go back and watch the Rocky Castleview game, and watch the first 5 minutes, you'll see something you've probably never seen before.
Gabby Rucker there, just a quick athletic play. Rucker, Stauffer, and Begley there really taking control of the net up front. They lead 22-20 here in the second set. They're down 1-0. Timeout. You're watching Streaming Sports.
Who wants more peas?
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads. Who wants
Go
more?
away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Choose selfie. No. Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Then picture.
Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
Faster. Go faster.
The FirstBank mobile app. Technology has never been
You're
so
watching
easy.
PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
We're back here 22-20 in the second set. Boulder trying to even this match up, one set apiece. Poudre trying to make a run here to take a 2-0 lead.
And they can't trade points. Boulder with the service. Palas just have to take it over. No real chance for a shot there. And despite a great effort of Matsuda, the shot from the Panthers too hard to handle, puts them up 3 points. They only need 2 to take this set. Krieger with the set to Bruckner, has to just put it back in play. And a little long, the set was just a little deep for Sargent. She had a hard time just turning herself to get to that ball, didn't she?
Yeah, that Les Poudre's got something in up their sleeve here. They're gonna tie this.
Tie the match up with 1 point. 24-20 they lead. And a block at the net.
Poudre's got to score 26 to win this one. They get a little 5-point run.
Yep. At least 3 to make it a tie match and force the 2 points, but coming through. Set was a little deep and a little short.
Unforced error.
Yeah. Yeah, like she had something in her mind, she wanted another way. And it didn't go. So 22-24, Poudre will be serving down the pair. It's such a swing. If they do that rally, it's like, would you hate to lose that second one? You go up 2-0. That is such a huge hole. So kudos to Panthers to keeping this one keeping it competitive. If they pull this one out here again, we're all tied at 1.
Yeah, and that's you're right. It's the thought of having to win 3 in a row, especially as evenly matched as these teams are, would be really hard. So we'll see what Poudre's got up their sleeve.
And on the road. Yeah.
Again, tomorrow night we've got football, Poudre and Lakewood for conference action.
Set and the nice touch, and that'll do it. So the Panthers battle early lead, go down, then come back, but finish off this second set. They win 25-22. We're all knotted 1 set apiece here at Poudre High School. You're watching Streaming Sports.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at FirstBank. Banking for good.
This life, it isn't for everyone. It's not for the modest, the cautious, the faint of heart. It's for the dauntless, the determined. This life, it isn't just a craft, or another career. It's a calling.
Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2017 Toyota Tundra, or get $1,750 cash back.
Toyota, let's go places.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So we're back here getting ready for the third set. Boulder takes the second one, 25-22. And Dave, we got just about what we thought we'd have here. Two very evenly matched teams, very competitive. No team has had more than, I think, a 3-point lead at any given time, maybe 4 once.
Yeah, and battled back each. I mean, I think there's been some give and take. There's been some runs. You know, Berkner in the first set certainly allowed the Impalas to battle back and go ahead, but when she had that run behind the service line. But both teams, a lot of unforced errors tonight just in the net on service, which is uncharacteristic. So Panthers right out of the gate. Service, but it's off and point for the Impalas, and Berkner back to serve. I think that's probably on purpose. You want to have your leading server tonight.
Boy, that ball dropped.
She gets a drop on it, and it's just really tough to handle. Such a tough one.
Well, it's a little bit like a split finger fastball. It looks like a fastball coming at you, and then when it gets right to you, it just drops. The bottom
yeah, you're looking at arm swing, everything else back there. You say, and then she cuts it one way or another. Blocked at the net. Great job again.
This is good for Poudre to come out. Maybe they can come out and get a run here to start, and you can see Coach Hunter's strategy there, putting Berkner.
Yeah, get her the chance to serve right away. Strongest ad tonight for probably both teams. But a nice set and a shot by Stauffer.
So there you go.
Right back to the corner.
They get a three-point lead.
Well, like you said, it's success is short-lived tonight. You're not seeing a good 6-7 point run. Neither team has had the consistency. Matsuda Berkner just has to take it back over. Advantage here, see if the Panthers could take it, and they do. But, you know, as the match goes on, Randy, Hannah Bagley, you know, stronger and stronger.
Yeah, she likes to wind up and just hit that ball.
Yeah, just got a great swing. I mean, just the speed she generates, so tough to handle. Do the back set.
Another one.
Yeah, and just put it in the right spot for both her and Williams. Playing tough, tied at 3. And a little long on the serve, so point over to the Impalas.
And we've seen that before.
Lineup now set. Matsuda on the serve. Set. Didn't get a full swing at that one. Back set for the Impalas. Down. That was kind of one of those, looked like it was going to take off a lot more, but.
Well, I think that the success of that shot was that she didn't get it all.
Yeah. And Alexander just having a strong night. Well, earlier shots from her, have been rockets. So they're going to give her that respect. And then sometimes you see a little bit of fatigue. You don't get the rise out of your legs as before. But that one was a no-doubter. 6-3 now Impalas.
Nice crowd ended up tonight. And, they're into the game.
Thursday night, beautiful fall day we've got here.
We have another one tomorrow. I'm telling you, folks, this time of year in Colorado, it gets 70s, and then at night it just drops down to 45, and it is just, in the mornings, it is just so refreshing.
You can't beat this part of the time of the year in any other state, in my opinion. Matsuda again. Paul's lead 7-3. And there could be a carry. Yep, that was 2 hits. Tried to change and didn't have the foot setting for it. Kind of rushed it. Panthers need to get a few points. And that was just a miss because that was there. The lane was open. And the Impalas just plain missed. It looked too big. Too much room. Doobie set outside, blocked. So point back to the Panthers, and just a little discussion there. I wasn't sure. I never saw the up referee's hand signal on to confirm it. That time Alexander's shot was taken, but Boulder not quite able to string it together. Substitution, Sargent back in now for Doobie. For the Impalas. 8-6. Drager back on the service. And an unlikely way to get a point, but it was placed back deep enough and just a little misplayed. 8-7 now, cut the lead back to 1.
Talk a little bit about here when we have a minute. The 25th, we're going to have a game of the week featuring Fort Collins and Chatfield. And Sam Miller.
Still got to do that, don't we?
Yeah. She's going to be down there with Marty Cesario and the Denver gang. And that was a hit.
Yeah. Off the tip. So point for the Panthers, and we're tied. Back 8 all now.
There you go. They had the four-point run, and now Boulder comes back with a 4-point run.
And Bagley back on service. Where Williams had a great swing at, but a nice job by Morgan's at the net to keep it from going. Backline attack shot. Berkner from behind the attack line. Very successful night, placing that ball down low and making it hard to handle.
I don't know how she does that.
Put a real nice top spin on that.
Well, you got to get it high enough to get over the net, and then it's got to drop. And for the life of me, I don't know how they do it.
That's beyond us. 9-8 now, the Impalas with the serve and the lead.
The lefty there.
One of those where it's tough to let another player take it. You remain in your position because Matsuda got to it, but everybody was kind of pulled towards the play, weren't they? And the fact she got it, nobody was in a position to take it again. So point back to Panthers, tied at 9. We're getting waves out from the Boulder folks. If you made the drive up here, you get a chance to be online. Thanks for supporting your kids. We're sports parents ourselves back in the day. We know what that commitment is, don't we, Randy?
Yes, we do. Tonight's going to be a late Thursday night for these young ladies.
Yeah, there'll be a pretty quiet ride home. Bruckner set, nice job with the net, keeping alive, but not enough to get it back over. Point for the Impalas, 10-9.
Both teams just playing tenacious.
Well, the rallies are starting to last a little longer, aren't they? Here, they're getting a little bit more in tune. And you got to factor in fatigue too after a bit. I mean, there's a lot of substitutions. They're both playing 9 to 10 players, but you're out there a while.
Wow, what a shot!
Yeah, right down the corner. Boulder back on the service, tied at 10 here. Thanks for tuning in to Streaming Sports. David Haase and Randy McCoy in tonight. Substituting for Samantha and Cody. Great play at the net there. Great play at the net.
We're easily the B team.
Yes. But we'll be at home, high atop Frenchfield tomorrow night for the Poudre Impala football game. Looking very much forward to that. And if you're out there, if you're Poudre fans, and there is that chili cook-off, that's going to be part of the pregame. I am volunteering to judge. No shame at all. Backs that out. Oh, thought Stevenson's going to have another shot at one there, didn't you?
Yeah, it's close.
Excuse me, Sammy Alexander. Bruckner, though, and just beyond the line. Wow, I really thought it caught it, but the official's right on top of it, called out.
And the competitiveness and closeness of this match, the fans are getting more and more into it. The fans are louder now than they were when it started. But, it's a very compelling match.
Oh, credit these girls out there for the competing they're doing too. A lift. So a couple quick points in a row given up. Now Boulder back in front, 13-11. This is kind of where they started coming back in that second set, too. And long on the serve.
As soon as you say that?
Yeah. I am the kiss of death.
Now, are the Boulder numbers right?
Some are. I apologize to you Panther fans watching this live and recorded again. The roster we get from the school doesn't list them all.
Isn't always accurate.
And a nice block at the net there. And it was a little, like I say, when they announced those girls coming up through here with all the cheering going on, it was a little tough to keep up. We don't have our sports information director hustling those up for us, do we?
No. Took the night off.
But either way, you know who your player is. Service that time by Perker. A little hard to handle. Point for the Impalas. They're up 14-12 now.
Again, 4 has been the largest lead either team has been able to.
I think there might have been 5 in the first set just for early, but you're right though. Since then, nobody's pulled away. And 24-20, the last set towards the end. And wow,
beautiful.
What a shot. And a nice set there too. Cassie Stauffer, I mean, she put it on a pedestal for her and she took a nice swing, placed it in that far corner. No chance for the Impalas to get anywhere near that. 14-13, Boulder serving their trailing though. Yeah. She got across the line. She's a back row player and you can't attack. You have to stay behind the line if you're going to take that attack shot. And she had her foot right on the line. But that one, and what a block at the net. Bagley and Williams just put the wall up, didn't they?
Yeah, that was. Looked like it was going to be a very effective shot for Poudre. And
Alexander was all set, but it was just there was nowhere to go with that ball.
They sent it back.
Yeah.
No deposit.
Return to sender. What else you got? 15-14, though. Now Panthers back in the lead. Corbus on the serve there, libero. Bagley just has to take it back over.
With that outside hitter, she's ready to hit, man. She's ready to go.
She wants to get back to it. That time Bruckner's ready, and that time she takes it. That big overhand swing with that top spin, just you can't catch up with that, can you?
Yeah, she's like a big power, fourth place hitter or something.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Judge. Yeah. She doesn't do it up on the line like a lot of the girls, but I'll tell you what, man, from that second
for the back row, she is been deadly tonight.
Whoa. What a hit.
Yeah. Big arm swing on that one, and she actually turned the ball, too. She turned it and placed it back away from the defenders. So 16-15, lead now. Again, back and forth by one right now for the Panthers. That would have gone out if they just let it fall. And just a momentary break of concentration. Tied it up here at 16. Sargent back in now for the Impalas, along with Drager. Big night here, though. Poudre's senior night. Nice job beforehand honoring their 8 seniors. I thought that might have been a 2 double hit. Drager set right up front. That was just communication.
Well, you can't stay up in the air forever, can you?
It's that moment every athlete has had where you're sitting there and gravity starts to win and you can't do a thing about it. 17-16, Panthers lead.
Both players made the right play, just not at the right time.
Yep. Panthers came back and won the second set after Poudre took the first. We're tied at 1 here. And that's 4.
Get your calculator out there.
Yep. Even small town Nebraska math, I got to 4 on that one.
Yeah, you got to 2 twice, didn't you?
Yes, that's what it was. Same way they taught it apparently in Missouri.
Yeah.
17 all here at Poudre High School. You're watching Streaming Sports. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Haley Johnson with the serve there, number 3 for the Impalas. Oh boy, Morganson, just the hand-eye coordination there to get that ball back in play. We're going to call Sargent for the lift. Coach Hunter's There's one player eligible. Captain can go up and talk to the up official. And still not a call enjoyed by anybody in the home crowd or the coaching side. Berkner long on the shot there. Really tried to put some extra into that. I think that was just some anxiousness from the last play. But that gives the Panthers a 2-point lead here in this third set, Randy. 19-17. But as has happened so much tonight, services into the net.
Cannot handle success.
Just when one team wants to take that run. And if not, just to give it back. So back-to-back service errors. And that was just plain too tall for Drager to go up and get it into the net. Just the worst possible position for her. 21-18, Boulder sneaking close to that point total where you can't do anything about it. All they need is just to trade points with you. Oh, nice job, Drager, going down, getting under that one. Berkner on the shot. Over rotates it into the net. 22-18 now for the Panthers.
Well, number 6 and number 7 are very impressive athletes for the Panthers.
Yeah, both of them, Bagley and Stoff are statistical leaders for a reason for that team. Coach Radovic's got some players, and then just communication there.
And there they go. They get a 4-point lead. And
well, right now, that was basically the spot where you can't allow that 23rd point, because just 2 mistakes puts them over the top. Poudre has a lot to make up here. They need to make this run right now. Service error long, 23-19. Momentum certainly back over with the hitting from the front line of the Panthers here in this set. And Poudre just kind of coming apart here just in the little plays, Randy. They're down. It's set point for the Panthers. Set, shot. Nice job for the back. I mean, really taking a nice measured swing at it. Alexander once again delivers tonight. Couture back in now. Berkner on the serve. They need 4 in a row at least. Nice rally, though, the big hit coming.
Oh.
Matsuda goes down and gets it, but it's out.
I'll tell you what, she is so accurate.
Yeah. Well, and athletically, the great vertical jump and the poise, she's trying to place it. So third set now taken by the Panthers. They're leading 2-1 here at Poudre High School. We'll be right back for the 4th set. You're watching Streaming Sports. Back here between sets at Poudre High School, the Panthers lead 2-1, but we're joined by a couple of the seniors from the Poudre football team having a great year this year, and JT Erickson and Zach Leo. First, I got JT. JT, tomorrow night in Lakewood, what do you guys expect?
We expect their offense is going to come out firing, but our defense can stop them. I believe our O-line can take control of their D-line easy, and we just got to run the ball outside and make sure to get the edge, and if we keep running and passing.
Well, you guys have got such a balanced attack this year. I mean, you've had a phenomenal year, but you also know that you've got guys in front of you blocking. You've got threats on the outside like Zach and Troy running the ball. It's a great concept you guys have as a team where so many weapons, and it's just fun to see you guys progress as the season goes.
Oh, yeah, Zach, that touchdown he had last year across the middle, that was a big game changer and helped us get momentum, and came up short last year, but we don't expect that to happen this year.
Well, now as you look forward to finishing out the rest of these games, being healthy, being rested, all those things are so important as athletes this time of year.
Yeah, exactly. Last year, Legend and Lakewood game, we had Bryce or Emily go down with the ankle injury, and I had to play defense. And this year is so much different, being able to go just one way and focus on offense and focus on keeping the guys up and keeping their mind ready and just ready to go out. And
something as a senior, it's a countdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. Well, we're about to start our last set here. I'd like to give Zach on a second, if you would. Now joined by Zach Leal, another senior for these Impalas here before we get the volleyball going. But we'll just talk about, as you see a senior, what's it like going through this last time around through the conference?
Yeah, I think it's just huge for us just to come out and just, play with everything we got. This year's we've been looking forward for it, and I think we prepared good for it, and we're playing good right now. So I think we just got to come out fast and play hard throughout the whole game.
What are the messages you guys as seniors have tried to pass along to the younger guys, the juniors and the sophomores?
I would say just have a purpose in everything you're doing, and then just play every game like it's your last, and just you never know what's going to happen. So just play your hardest, play with everything that you have. So.
Well, we look forward to watching you guys tomorrow night. Good luck, and we'll see you at French Field tomorrow night versus Lakewood. Thanks for coming up and joining us on Stream of Sports.
Thank you.
So back here now, volleyball action on the court. Quick point by the Impalas. They're up 1-0. A couple of guys, Randy, there that have been part of the process for the Impalas the last couple of years, and they know they got a special group and they want to finish it, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And two good young gentlemen. We've watched them for a couple of years now, and it's been a real pleasure to watch them.
Well, it's a credit to the Coach McVicker and his staff, and then you got to say it. You know how it comes. It comes from mom and dads at home and supporting those kids and getting them ready. They've had a chance to show it tomorrow night here at home. With the Lakewood coming up, it's going to be a fine night for football too. But a fine night right now in this fourth set coming out for the Impalas. They're up to a quick 3-0 lead. Doobie back, the senior, are serving on senior night.
And once again, Poudre starting fast, but they fizzled last time.
Well, that's I know. They've got it. Both these teams, it shows you the game. Every athletic contest has got a physical component and a mental component. Doesn't matter what sport you're playing, does it?
No, and these sets are long, and you can see the ebb and flow of the physical and the mental.
Bagley blocked. Yeah, she knows she got a little on top of that one. That was into the net. So timeout taken here early in the fourth set. 5-0, quick lead for the Impalas. You're watching Stream Sports.
So we're back here, and Poudre has come out with a 5-point run. We'll see if they can handle success here after the timeout.
Yep.
Or if Boulder can
make their own run.
Yeah.
Boy, but Dubé just serving strong. Oh, nice shot up there. Quickly elevating Cordova. Susan, the sophomore, in that front line there and had the shot, but just overswung on it, didn't she?
Yeah, and as we've seen all night after the timeout, there's a new focus.
Set outside for Alexander. That's the first one she's kind of taken. She had the corner open again. Turned it over a little bit. 5-2 now. Panthers with the service. So a setting call, two hands against the Impalas. That one's the no-doubter. Alexander, that time, took it right down the line, back to the edge, didn't she?
Yeah, it was it's a good hit.
Yeah, the arm swing there. That athletic move, when you see a hitter take the full shot and extend. And both these teams have got players that can make that play, can't they? Great job right at the net. Cordova gets the short set. She's already on top of it. Nothing Boulder could do about that. 7-3 now, Impalas. Berkner back on the service. But as an answer, little gap there, and Stuffer finds it. Point Panthers. A 7-4 lead for the Impalas here in this fourth set. They're down 2-1 though. Shot tough to handle. Karen's deep and unable to bring it back into play. So point now for the Impalas again. Matsuda back down on service. A little long on the serve. I mean, the return to serve, Randy, put it up on a plate, just knocked down to the ground. That wasn't tough at all.
No, and you know, one of the things I wonder, Boulder got up 2-1 now. They look like they're kind of resting on their laurels a little bit. You have two teams this evenly matched. You're going to have to play hard all the way through.
Pretty surprised the call there on the far side. I thought Bagley had two hands on it before, and quite a few in the crowd thought the same thing. But as we so often say, there's only a couple opinions that matter.
Coach Hunter a little animated over there.
Well, he's going to get a warning from the up referee. And he never left his bat. He never left the chair.
There are no technical fouls in volleyball, huh? There's yellow cards.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, she has a pretty stroke, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She winds up.
Yeah. Anna Bagley, I mean, the verticality, of her game, I mean, she is way up on top of it and then has that big arm swing. I mean, you don't want any of that.
Well, and it's beautiful to watch, really.
Yeah, that's just a great athletic move.
Because she's not real tall, I mean, she's getting up.
Making the play.
And almost gliding.
But come back there by the Impalas. Nice set and an outside hit for the point. Couture puts it away. 11-5 now. Impalas racing out to the biggest lead tonight by either team in any one of the sets.
This has the smell of a 5-set match, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be quite the rally now for the Panthers to come back get them. They do lead 2-1. A little extra incentive though for the Impalas at home on senior night.
Boy.
Had the heat on it, just didn't bring it down. Didn't get it on top enough of the ball, did she?
Yeah, it's like old Randy Johnson when he first came in. If he gets it over the plate, it's bad, but he may knock your head off with it.
Sounds like a strike, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that ball was struck. As was that one.
Right down the pipe. Berkner finishes it off. 13-5 now, Impalas. Score from across the city here tonight. Fort Collins playing Legacy in volleyball thanks to Big E. Eric Sampson reports that the Lampkins have swept Legacy 3-0. And Collins keeps on cruising, another top 10 team.
Legacy's had a rough week, couple of trips.
Yeah.
Down here to Fort Collins, and they've yet to win a set.
So timeout taken on the court. 14-5, and Paul's out to a big lead here early in the fourth. You're watching Stream It Sports.
This life, it isn't for everyone. It's not for the modest, the cautious, the faint of heart. It's for the dauntless, the determined. This life, it isn't just a craft or another career. It's a calling.
Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2017 Toyota Tundra, or get $1,750 cash back.
Toyota, let's go places.
In the fourth set of this match, Boulder ahead 2-1, but in this set, Poudre has run out to a 14-5 lead. And with the serve.
Oh, great effort going down the dig. Matsuda gets it back into play. Morgans just gets it over. Chance to the set for the swing. Bagley the outside, and she does.
That's just too easy.
Well, and most of the Poudre bench there thought it was out. I was partially obscured. It was wide, but I thought it caught some of the line. But there's officials down both of them.
But it was, yeah, like you said, maybe it did that.
Just catching up
to give
the
them
line.
a point. I guess they already have.
Yeah.
This is where Poudre has to stay focused right here. Neither team, as we've said, has been able to play with a lead.
No, it's one of those nights where, you know, like you say, you get out there, you do the things physically, you kind of get it run. 14-7 though, the Impalas lead. So outside of the net area.
Bagley with that last, watch this serve. She does a jump serve, knuckleball.
Yeah, that's more than you and I'd want to be in front of. Causes it to float. Berkner had to just take that across, and she was set up in the back. That one's up in the rafters,
it
coming back down amazingly. Berkner does jump that time and attack. From behind the attack line, she scores. Substitution now, Johnson for Couture. 15-8.
That's a couple times Boulder's kind of kicked the ball over.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you noticed that, but
yeah.
I don't.
Get a little excited.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a carry there. Or a lift. Either way, you know,
looked like a lot of things to me. It looked like she was over the net too.
Well, this is one of those. Now you're in part of the set where it's like, okay, if you're Boulder, you just kind of say, all right, let's get out of this so we can get to that fifth one. And we'll put all of our energy into that. Little over-rotated there. Just couldn't quite get up to it. And Aschbacher hits it into the net. Such a fine line between placing it and then into the net. Oh, that's a great reaction there. But nice job, Matsuda, getting underneath that, keeping it in play. Berkner just has to put it across. Blocked out, point, Boulder. Nicole Williams, I mean, as long as she is and as quick as she is with that, she can just turn and pop without trying to elevate. And that really messes with the timing of your defenders. Williams back to serve now, 17-9, they trail. Thanks for those of you who tuned in from Boulder and for those parents that have made it up here. Hope you enjoyed your time because we've seen them wave. We know they're watching. Streaming Sports is the no barriers, the free way to come and watch your athletes play up and down the Front Range. The Godfather, Phil Mildren, out of Denver. A little bit of a lift. (19-9).
Yeah, the effort it would take to come back to this one would maybe hurt you in a fifth set.
Well, that's exactly what you almost start thinking mentally. What do you play on? Johnson takes it over the net. Set Berkner just has to take the flat-footed swing at it. Nice job putting it across. Blocked, but down. Cordova and Sargent were there, but they were laying back from the net. They need to kind of get towards the net, lean forward, force that ball back the other way. Substitution now for the Panthers. Back in, number 8 is Rucker. And we apologize again for you Boulder fans. A few of the Paula numbers too, but the Boulder numbers don't match up to JV or varsity, and realize these are probably usually printed at the beginning of the year. Into the net. Oh, double. Okay, I thought she touched the net, but it might have been secondary. Let him hang around a little bit there, 19-12.
Here comes Boulder. You know, Boulder's a pretty good looking team here.
Yeah.
They got a couple of players, and
well, they certainly have the offensive players there. Both teams have settled down. I mean, I'll do my curse again of the service attack has been much better these last 2 sets. And a little long and wide.
I was going to say that was out from here.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looked like down there.
Just a little delay. 20-13. And the call from the down referee was that Boulder was out of position on the service. You can say just those little mental errors. 21-13, 8-point lead now for the Impalas. And that one was just amped up, wasn't it? That was just a little bit too much on it. Long. Asbacher back now to serve for the Panthers. Oh, great set and way to go up and get it, but it blocked nicely at the net. But unable to control it, so point to the Impalas. 22-14, nearing the victory here in this 4th set to force set 5. Back set. Nice job at Asperger in the back corner to stop that. Because that's where Stevenson has just been hammering, Alexander's been hammering him all night long.
That was a case of self-defense right there.
You're exactly right. 23-14 now. Berkner serve. But just a shot again from Rucker. Got it down low, turned it over, and just too hard to get up. 23-15, 2 points away for the set for the Impalas. Corbus back now for the Panthers to serve. But a quick timeout taken here. Usually wasn't one of those moments you expect a timeout, Randy, but they'll take one. We'll be right back. You're watching Streaming Sport.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at FirstBank. Banking for good.
Back here now, 23-15, 4th set. Poudre threatening to tie this one up, go into a 5th and final set. Boulder still pushing.
Yep. Credit them for not giving up. And a block at the net by Williams. Bagley again. 23-16. Never say die. Yep, right on the corner. Nice call by the official. And this is one of those moments as a coach, you just let your kids out there deal with the diversity or adversity of the moment, don't you?
Yeah, it's
all the things that are happening. You got a big lead, so it's okay. We're going to let you sink a little bit and see how you respond. Hopefully not too far, but the set back blocked again. Bagley off the block and down.
And she just attacks that ball.
Yeah, she really does. She wants to get a piece of that thing and does it with a vengeance.
She wants to hurt it.
Yeah. She's hitting the back through the front of it. 23-18. Well, the thing is that they've made plays, they've made no errors. They've had no unforced error points against them here in this little run.
Pala crowd getting a little nervous here.
Yeah. Set, blocked again. But that one hammered home. Big point there. Kind of just, you say, broke the tension of giving up several in a row there.
Yeah, the crowd was.
Couture just puts it down. Morgan's back in. Matsuda on the serve. This is for the set.
And there's the
game played. So we're tied at 2 sets apiece here at Poudre High School.
And it's only fitting on senior night. And it started late.
That's right. Everybody going to get their money's worth.
Yeah, we knew that this one would eventually go to 5 sets. So anyway.
Why not? We'll be right back for that 5th set. You're watching Streaming Sports.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at FirstBank. Banking for good.
This life, it isn't for everyone. It's not for the modest, the cautious, the faint of heart. It's for the dauntless, the determined. This life, it isn't just a craft or another career. It's a calling.
Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2017 Toyota Tundra, or get $1,750 cash back.
Toyota, let's go places.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
We're back here. 5th and final set goes to 15.
And a coin toss beforehand with the down referee. And the Panthers won. They'll start with the service. And as this night started, oh so long ago, Kelly Reagan, #1 for the Panthers, will start it.
And no doubt the Panthers lost a little focus that last set.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they can turn that back on now.
Can you find that back? Can you get that back? Wow. And Bagley again wants the shots, doesn't she? She wants to take those big swings at it and powering it through. And basically right now, Poudre's got to just find her and know where she's at on every play, because they've got to put the wall up in front of her. She's just too effective.
And she might go right through the wall.
Great set, putting it right in front of the net there, and an easy swing for the Impalas, and Cordova puts it home. Tied at 1.
Well, we picked the right game to broadcast, didn't we?
Yeah, we really did. These girls out here are really competing tonight.
Very competitive game, and that's what we like to see. Makes for good TV.
Berkner, that dying serve again, just a little bit of topspin on it. That one turned over, almost hit the basketball goal.
Free ball now.
Yep. Just have to keep it in play. Oh, nice job with the net. Good reaction, though. Bagley wasn't falling for it. Blocked, but blocked out.
Confusion here.
Well, Boulder's thinking that the Poudre player touched it out on the block before it went out, and it went out.
Is that the right call, Dave?
As I saw it, it did touch the Poudre players that came back. I certainly could be wrong. My angle's about as straight as it could be here, but they were up on the net. Just a little extra on that one. So 4-1 here, early lead. Remember, we only played a 15 in this fifth set.
There's not really all that time to
you're exactly
kind of mess
right.
around, and then when we say mess around, we don't mean they're not trying hard.
Yeah, you don't get that. You can't let a few points go. Nice job, Doobie, there, anticipating the touch pass from Bagley.
This would be a big win for Poudre if they can pull this out.
But that time Bagley powers it into the block and out. Four to 2 here in this fifth and deciding set at Poudre High School. Visiting Panthers and Impalas. Senior night here. Conference play. Season's kind of starting to wind down. Back set. And a nice job with the net. I tell you what, that was the big thing for when Poudre is having their difficulties getting it past Williams and Bagley and Kofer up there up front. That's an imposing trio, isn't it?
Yes. And when we say senior night, it's not the fact that me and you are broadcasting this either, so that's not what we mean.
You had to give that one somebody, didn't you? Net violation on the Impalas, so quickly tied back up at 4 here.
Gonna go down the wire, Dave.
Yep, Corbus back to serve again.
Another free ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
And everybody close to the net left that big half of the court open. 5-4 now. Lead for the Panthers. No matter how this comes out, Randy, though, boy, both these schools got to be proud of their athletes.
Right. And Boulder trying to get to 500. They're 10-11 overall. Both teams are towards the bottom of the conference, but this is a tough conference. Overall records, though, are respectable.
Injury there. Substitution. Boy, as it seems to happen all night long, all of a sudden Berger comes up, makes a play from the backcourt, doesn't she?
Yeah,
She's scored from there probably more than anybody else on either team tonight.
You know, and most dynamic players score from the front line. So it's unique that she's really created a shot that she can
and it's
control.
Tough to handle.
And then she can control it, keep it in bounds for the most part. But that's, you're not going to control that.
No, that was just a rifle shot.
I think they call that nasty is what I think.
And Williams, like say, all night long, she is just got a quick, doesn't take that long arm swing. Almost just cocks it right by her hand, by her elbow, and just releases it.
We'll see if Bagley doesn't try to finish this thing off. And unforced error, that's
the first one in quite a while for both teams, too.
It's been pretty clean here for a while.
We saw that for the first couple of sets. Tied at 6 here. Substitution, so Drager, the sophomore, back to serve. Outside, Bagley into the block.
Boy, you see how many steps she takes to put her.
Yeah, she's about sitting on the coach's laps. She steps, they've about got to move the chairs away, and she starts from that edge, those long strides, and really gathers up a lot of power.
And it's so hard to block because it's so much power on it.
When Poudre's had athletes on the net there for it, they've just got to get close and not give her the room. The turnabout being fair play. Impala's tied at 7 with the same shot.
It's a shame somebody's got to lose this game.
Yeah, yeah. And I got it, you take it moment in sports. Every one of them, it always ends up being a point for the other team, doesn't it? 8-7 now, the Impalas lead. Johnson back on the service.
We've said it many times, sports is all about communication. Boy, that was...
Yeah. Tough to handle. You just got to put it back in and put it in the net. Bringing the home crowd alive.
Yeah, this is...
About 50 students stayed here a long time tonight, too, and doing a great job of supporting their Impala athletes and classmates. Timeout here on the court, 9-7, the Impalas lead, Randy. We can kind of just take this one home. I'd like to thank our sponsors again, Schrader Oil, who gave us those gift certificates tonight. Each one of the graduate seniors, the seniors, shouldn't say graduates yet, seniors for these Impalas, all got a $10 gift card thanks to Schrader Oil, FirstBank, and Pedersen Toyota, helping us bring all these broadcasts to you all year long, all winter.
I want to thank Kendall Wilson, the AD here, and also our special guest.
Couple young
Erickson,
JT Erickson and Zach Leal. A couple of big playmakers for that Impala football team.
Yeah, making their TV debut.
And I got all coach on them as they walked away, didn't I? I said, okay, as soon as it's over, you get home, get some rest.
Big game against Lakewood tomorrow night.
Yeah, it really is. Johnson, strong serve from the lefty. Back set Williams. Didn't get as much into that one as she had most of the night. Berkner, shot. Oh, great recovery. And nice job by the Panthers. A little communication there and knocked over the corner by Reagan. Just found it, didn't she?
Yeah,
9-8 Impalas.
This will probably be a deuce game on it.
Well, that's fitting. As hard as these players have competed tonight. Just wide on the surface.
Great decision there. So many times, you get caught up in the game and you go ahead and hit that ball, but that's an easy point if you don't.
Hey, you just don't want to be wrong. You want to take control. Morgan's back on the service now.
Oh, what a fake.
Sleight of hand, wasn't it?
That was beautiful. That's Quinn, I believe.
Yep.
If that's right.
And as the night's gone on, you see the level of play just keeps increasing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Not going to be able to.
Nope, not on
Here
that
we
one.
are.
Tied at 10. Panthers bouncing back after the most decisive set in the match tonight. In the fourth, they lost. Shook that off quickly, haven't they?
Yeah, it's who makes the least amount of mistakes right now in about the next 10 minutes.
Boy, just finding the spot. Once again, knocking across there, Stouffer. And a quick little side, I see that number 4 for the Impalas, who left with the Cordova with the injured back. She's back on the bench. Not feeling great, but she's back on the bench. Well, right now, momentum just feels the Panthers' way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But we've seen it can come back immediately.
And it's going to be a lift and throw. Carry, so 2 hands on it, just wasn't clean. Reagan had an idea.
Well, these referees ought to ref a little NBA basketball, huh? With all the carrying there.
Yeah. Well, and it's that time of the night. This is the 5th set. These girls have played a lot. You start trying to get a little bit more hands than your feet. You're not moving as well as you were, and fatigue is going to set in.
That was a great dig back by Boulder on a tough out.
That was a tip.
Or
no,
tip.
I thought that was not. Okay, I thought that was tipped. Apparently not. So out. 12-11 now. Boulder with the lead and serving. Energy in the gym has really picked up, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
And a big block at the net. It was a nice set and a chance for Alexander there, but the big block makes it 13-11, and a timeout taken by Coach Hunter.
It's a good timeout, 13-11. You're watching Streaming Sports. We're back here in a tense fifth set, 13-11 Boulder.
The lead and the service.
If the pattern follows, Poudre will score a couple of points now and tie it up.
Paws just have to take it over, almost get the air, and they do.
There you go.
You can tell the Panthers were out of sync there, weren't they? And they just didn't get it done. So point back over to the Apollos. They're going to serve. Berkner's back. That's exactly who they would like back there right now.
Well, they need 3 points right here. She did that earlier in the game.
Yep. Far swing, Bagley with the shot, and she makes it count. Kind of taken over the game from that side, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's very dynamic. Game and match, or set and match point right here.
Corbus serving. And that's going to be deep. And that's going to be the match. So after going down 1-0, winning 2 in a row, then Poudre coming back decisively in the fourth set, Randy, the Panthers take control of the net with the hitting of Bagley, along with Rucker, Stouffer, and Williams, and pull off the win here tonight at Poudre High School.
Yeah, great contest. Great job by both teams. And again, we thank everybody for watching tonight. Randy McCoy, David Haase with you. We'll see you tomorrow night from French Field. See you next time.
Poudre School District High School Volleyball, live on Stream It Sports, has been brought to you by Schrader Oil, fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. And by FirstBank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado. FirstBank, banking for good.